Breaking news. Key Putin ally admits he found out about the invasion of Ukraine from the television. On Thursday, Belarusian President Alexander Lukashenko said he found out about Vladimir Putin's invasion of Ukraine from watching TV footage of the Russian president. Lukashenko went so far as to swear that Putin hadn't discussed an attack date with him before the war started in an interview with pro-Kremlin Ukrainian journalist Diana Panchenko that was broadcast online. The Belarusian head of state has been one of Putin's closest allies for quite some time. Part of Russia's invasion, which began on February 24, 2022, was launched from Belarus. Lukashenko has been a staunch ally of Russia throughout the conflict, and as a result, Putin has agreed to deploy nuclear weapons to Belarus this summer. You probably saw his TV speech, shortly after the war began, on your way home. According to Belta, the state-run news agency of Belarus, Lukashenko told Panchenko, "So did I when Putin told me he was going to attack. To begin with, let's address this. Before the operation began, we did not communicate in any way. As the Belarusian leader continued, I swear to you that we had never had any talks about Russia taking any action against Ukraine." Lukashenko continued by telling Panchenko that he had met with Putin, a few days or a day, before the invasion at Putin's country residence in Russia. He claimed that Putin and he had talked about the current situation in Ukraine and that Putin had expressed his hope that the two countries would remain allies, no matter what may happen. Lukashenko has been a key mediator between the Kremlin and Yevgeny Prigozhin, leader of the Wagner Group, whose mercenary fighters had been ordered to rise up against Moscow in late June. Lukashenko has also publicly supported Putin's war in Ukraine. The mutiny was put down by Prigozhin the following day, and he reportedly agreed to exile in Belarus. The Wagner CEO was later spotted in Russia, most recently at a summit between African and Russian leaders in late July, which was hosted by Putin. An English translation of Panchenko's interview with Lukashenko was provided by Belta. In it, Lukashenko claimed that Putin told him, "If anything happens, watch my back, please," after he assured him that they were allies. Lukashenko claimed that, during an early statement made by the Belarusian president, he made reference to Putin's request. However, "We will not tolerate the shooting of Russians from behind. Do you recall my words there?" According to Belta, Lukashenko posed the question to Panchenko. Putin had asked them to keep an eye on them, and that was the connection. Likely, he was worried that someone from the West would try to stab him in the back. On Friday, Vice President Joe Biden will host the leaders of Japan and South Korea at Camp David, ushering in a new era of glory for the mountain retreat that has etched an indelible diplomatic legacy. A senior administration official explained that Biden decided on Camp David, a rustic redoubt in the Maryland Hills, as the site for the first U.S.-Japan-South Korea summit because of the place's long history of symbolizing newfound, or hard-won, friendship. "We hope that this summit at Camp David will be the start of something new for the United States, South Korea, and Japan as trilateral partners. It's hard to put into words how significant we feel this symbolism is," the official concluded.